My name is Barry Rawlins. I'm a soil scientist based at the British Geological Survey near Nottingham. We've been developing systems so that we can provide location-specific soil information to farmers and agronomists. And at the moment, what we tend to provide is information about the parent material of the soil at a particular location through our mobile application called mySoil. It's an app that's available for you to download. We are trying to develop this further, and we want to try and provide information on the physical properties of soils to farmers and agronomists. And to take this project further, we need more information on the amount of soil organic matter in different parts of the farmed landscape across the UK. And where possible, we want to try and capture the information that agronomists collect on soil organic matter levels, perhaps on behalf of farmers, for different parts of the UK. And this will be done hopefully where agronomists are sending off samples to laboratories for soil organic matter analysis. And all we really would like them to try and do is to record the locations of the sites where they collect their soil samples, so that we can join the information that might come back from a laboratory. For example, if they send their samples to NRM UK, then we can link the information they provide to them on the sample, the identifier, to the location information if they enter that into the mySoil app. And by joining those two things together, we can provide a greater understanding of how the physical properties relate to the organic matter levels in the soils. So what I'm going to do now is to show you how to use the mySoil app in the field to record the coordinates of where you might collect a soil sample before it's sent to the laboratory for analysis. The app can be downloaded from the App Store, the Apple Store, or from for Android devices as well. And it's very easy to install and very easy to use, and that's what I'm going to show you now. Here's an iPad where I'm going to show you how to record a soil sampling location using the mySoil app. The first thing to do is I'll show you how to download it. So you simply go to the App Store as you would traditionally, or in the case of Android, Google Play, and you can see that the mySoil icon here in the corner and the front page of the app is shown, and simply just download that to your mobile device. And if I come out of there and then go through to find my application, we can see that mySoil is pictured here. And what will happen first is that the application will open and locate you across the country wherever you're standing, traditionally using your GPS enabled smartphone or tablet. And here we can just see part of the UK landscape. We're somewhere near the Wash here. And we can then choose to add a record, which is what we're going to do, is to add a soil record to the app, which will record the location information. So down the bottom here, you can see the icon called Add Record. So we simply press that. And there's some information about mySoil there, and something about the terms of use. And all I'm simply going to do is press the Add New Record button. And if I were standing in the field, I'm obviously currently in an office, but if I were standing in the field, the first thing to do is to set the location. So if I choose Set Location, and the obvious thing to do if I'm standing in a field, I would just be able to use the current device location, and that will extract the GPS coordinates from your smartphone or tablet. The second thing to do is to enter your description. Now, what we suggested was we're only really interested in soil samples where analyses will be undertaken for the soil organic matter content of that particular soil. So in the Enter Description, I'm going to add the first three letters as SOM for soil organic matter, and then I'm going to put an underscore, and I'm going to give it the name of the sample. So I'll say Keyworth, which is where I am, with an underscore and field. So the idea here is to put in the front here SOM for soil organic matter, and followed by an underscore, and then the name of your sample. And this name should be the same thing you're going to use when you submit your sample to the analytical laboratories. So the sample identifier, the name you give there, is important. So SOM underscore followed by the name of your site or location. And the idea is that we're trying to capture coordinate information that's specific to a particular field across the landscape. So the idea is you'd be standing in a field with your mobile device and can simply record that location using the app. So I simply press done. If I wanted to, I could select a photo, so I could take a photo of the field, and you could do that via the select photo option. And you can also enter information if you have it available, which is unlikely on pH, but possibly for soil texture. You can make an estimate using a rub test for soil texture, and I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes you can select a soil texture class, and there's some information about how to do that in more detail. But really, all we're really wanting is, for most soils where we're having soil organic matter analyses, is the location. So we've selected the location, we've got a description, and then all we have to do is press the Save button on the app, and that says thank you. We've sent the soil information to the British Geological Survey, and what will happen over time is that the location will be marked on the overall map that BGS holds with a pin showing the particular location that you've recorded. So I can now close that. If I wanted to add another record, I could do that at this stage, but I could go back to the map, the front map, and show the overall distribution of sample locations. And you can use this, the other way to use the app is to zoom in and find out information for a particular location. So I'm just zooming in to somewhere near where I am based at the moment, which is Keyworth in Nottinghamshire. And you can see here the parent material information for the landscape is presented with a sort of topographic information or village location information behind it. So I've shown you hopefully how to record the locations of your soil samples with an identifier, and when you send your soils off to a laboratory for analysis, we can join the information on the coordinates to those analyses, and in time it will help us to provide more information on the physical properties of the soils. Okay, if you have any inquiries or questions about this, you could drop an email to inquiries, that's one word, at bgs.ac.uk. So inquiries@bgs.ac.uk. Thank you.